How do you hook up your dust collection to your power tools? This is the Smart Wood Shop. You can get a detailed set of plans to build a smart wood shop for yourself or one of the Polk Smart workbenches by clicking on the link in the description of this video down. Vacuum hose sizes are industry standard. Shop vac hose, a Festool vac, Ryobi. There are different hose diameters. The fitting that goes into the vacuum is the same. Let's take a look and see what fits what. This wand here, the fine vacuum system. The smaller diameter hose from Festool. I use this hose for my larger diameter, and I will put a link to this directly in the video down below. They all have these little ridges on them, and you have to sort of force them on, but that way they hold on good when you're using them. And the reason you want the smaller, more flexible hose for your hand tools is if you have something big and a little bit stiff like this, it would get in your way. How these hoses fit on the DeWalt is, well, they don't fit. Of all the other brands that I've had and have, Bosch, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, any of the tools I've ever purchased from them, they don't come with dust collection. You have to buy it separately. What about this hose? This works with the Capex, my table saws, the SawStop, as well as the DeWalt. How about with the hand tools from Festool? And the answer to that is no. I wouldn't use this hose for that situation anyway. Running multiple tools off of a single vacuum. This plugs in, and in fact here, this is a triple. You can't buy these. This is a tool that I was trying to get developed by a tool company, but didn't make it to market. But Festool makes a two Y splitter, industry standard. It fits the shop vac hose right into it, as well as this hose here. These 90s that I use on most of my workbench tools, because they're up close to the bench and trying to plug the hose straight in, there's usually not enough room. These will plug in as well, and then of course any of these hoses will plug in to the 90s, and like I said, they'll all plug into these blast gates. I'm not having any compatibility issues across tool lines. The only area that I see you might possibly run into connection issues is with your hand tools. Festool, designed from the ground up for dust collection with all of their tools. Their little fitting on the end, obviously they've designed to work inside and outside on all of their tools, as well as their larger diameter. It's got a larger diameter hose. The fitting on that is a bigger fitting, but it's got an inside and outside diameter, so it will work. Plug the inside on, like for example, on the track saw, it goes to the inside and wedges in, and then on all of these other tools like the Domino, it goes over the ridges on the outside. It's got another diameter on just the outside, and then it has a step up here, and then finally another step up here on this hard piece. All of the power tools that I have ever owned across all the brands that had any kind of dust collection, this smaller diameter with this end, and my fine hose, which I don't have to show you, I could use either one of those interchangeably with any of the hand tools, again, with dust collection on them that I've ever owned, with one exception, and that was a Bosch 4x24 belt sander. If you enjoyed this video, if it's helped you out at all, be sure to give me a thumbs up right down there. It's really easy to do, and all I gotta do is go click. And hey, if you don't like this video, hit that thumbs down 2 times. Benchtop tools, miter saws, table saws, sanders, router fences. This of course is a shop made, but my woodpeckers one fits exactly the same as well. I'm finding that the industry standard hose sizing, and I'm gonna call it the shop vac sizing, fits them all. I have found no exceptions to that rule. So this non-OEM hose here, it goes on to the Festool saw on the outside, and this gives me the diameter, the volume of air movement that I want to pull the dust. And of course, again, because I made the router fence, it fits right into that as well. We'll also plug into these Shop Vac 90s, and I use these again on all of my table saws. DeWalt saw here, it just drops in, and then I can plug this hose right into it. And this is the Shop Vac version. This is really the one I use for the table saws. It'll plug right into that. And you can see that I have a shorter hose plugged directly into a 90 on the saw stop, which plugs right in. And then on the sander, I have one of those same 90s, and I'll just grab this hose and plug it in when I am sanding. Battery operated DeWalt miter saw. And again, back to the Ryobi one, and it actually fits on the port on the DeWalt. Festool, it fits right inside, just like it does on the Capex. And then this one, which works on the Festool, will also work on there. There it is. I get the questions that, I can't get this hose to work with this tool. If you're talking about benchtop tools, I don't see the problem. I have 100% connectivity with all brands of vacuums across all brands of benchtop tools. With handheld tools, it's a different story. With Festool, obviously I always have a Festool hose, and they always work with all the tools. I can't think of a single tool other than Festool that I've purchased that actually comes with dust collection for the handheld power tools. A lot of those tools, I don't need it. When I'm framing, sawzalls, drills, there's just no need for it. But for routing and sanding, I would think that would be the two that it'd be nice. Of all the brands that I've had, Makita, Milwaukee, Bosch, DeWalt, I would be really surprised if they did not adhere to that industry standard sizing. If you're having a problem with the connection of a particular tool, describe the issue that you're having, the particular tool, and why it's not fitting. And again, I don't think it's going to be the hose. I think it's going to be the tool, because I'm not finding discrepancy across the brands of hoses. So I think it's going to be the output on the tool. And if you're having a problem with that, then I think it's going to take some kind of adapter to scale it up or scale it down to the right diameter. And if you've done that, or if you found an aftermarket bushing or adapter that works, let us know what that is in the comments. If you want to know when I am putting up a new video, want to follow along, join the Smart Woodshop family by subscribing. But you got to ring that bell right next to the subscription button. Otherwise, YouTube won't let you know when I put up a new video. And by the way, YouTube tells me that of all you watching, less than 30% of you are actually subscribers. Join the Smart Woodshop family. You stay safe and have a great day.